Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you like this video and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the royal family, special royal events, and surprising moments like the one we're about to talk about today. If you enjoy in-depth royal coverage and behind-the-scenes details, you won't want to miss what's coming next. And of course, after you watch, let us know what you think in the comments. How would you feel about meeting King Charles III in such an unexpected setting? Today, we're diving into a heartwarming and totally unexpected royal moment that has caught the attention of royal fans and tourists alike. King Charles III, at 76 years old, made a spontaneous visit to St. Peter's Church in central London, much to the surprise and delight of tourists and volunteers. This walkabout has sparked much discussion, not only for its surprise nature, but also for how down-to-earth and personable the monarch appeared. But this wasn't the only royal story making headlines. Meanwhile, in the US, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle had their own moments in the spotlight. Let's break down what happened during King Charles's walkabout, and look at how this compares to the royal activities of Prince Harry and Meghan. Stay tuned as we uncover more fascinating details about the royal family's current dynamics and what this all means for the future of the monarchy. It's not every day that we get to see a royal out and about in public without the usual entourage, bodyguards, or strict security protocols. But King Charles III, during his recent visit to St. Peter's Church, did just that, delighting those around him with his down-to-earth attitude and personal interactions with the public. King Charles, who has been deeply involved in charity work for many years, was at St. Peter's Church to express his gratitude to volunteers and supporters of the Disasters Emergency Committee, DEC. The DEC is a coalition of 8 organizations that work together to provide emergency relief during global crises, and the King's visit highlighted his continued support for such causes. The royals' commitment to philanthropy is something that's well known, but this particular walkabout gave people a rare, up-close look at his genuine engagement with those he was meeting. When the 76-year-old monarch arrived, he was immediately recognized by tourists, who were understandably taken aback by the surprise encounter. For many, this was the ultimate example of a royal moment, unexpected, genuine, and heartwarming. As King Charles interacted with the public, he kept a relaxed and jovial demeanor, clearly enjoying the opportunity to meet everyday people despite his busy royal schedule. What made this walkabout even more surprising is the fact that King Charles wasn't scheduled to make a public appearance that day. The visit was a surprise, and its spontaneity is part of what made it so remarkable. Security measures were in place, but they were not as extensive as those you might expect during other public appearances, which allowed passers-by to approach and engage with the king directly. During his walk, King Charles made a point of stopping to chat with tourists. One of the more memorable interactions occurred when a group of visitors from Texas was caught off guard by the encounter. The tourists had been waiting for a while and were amazed to see the king casually strolling by. When they recognized him, they were genuinely thrilled, with one saying, "Oh my God, you're kidding me." King Charles responded with his trademark kindness and humor. "I'm so sorry you've been stopped coming along the street. Are you all trying to go somewhere else, are you? I hope you're not getting too wet." The interaction was charming, and the tourists appreciated his consideration, with one replying, "No, thank you so much. No, we're not." The king's concern for their comfort, even in the middle of a London walkabout, only added to his appeal as a relatable, approachable monarch. The meeting between King Charles and the tourist from Texas was truly an unforgettable experience for those involved. Describing the moment, one tourist exclaimed, "That would never happen in the US. What a man. What a guy. I can't believe he came over and stopped to talk to us." Indeed, the casualness of the king's engagement with these tourists was a stark contrast to what you might expect from royal encounters in other countries. As the tourists noted, in the US, you'd rarely get such access to a high-profile figure like a monarch without significant security measures and protocol in place. But in the UK, things felt different. One of the visitors pointed out, "This is the most British thing that could ever happen in the UK. In the US, you wouldn't get near anyone because of the security, but here the king just casually wanders down to say hello. It's amazing." This kind of interaction is rare for royals, who are often shielded from the public eye by security and formalities. But King Charles's down-to-earth attitude and willingness to engage with ordinary people made this moment stand out. Not only did it provide a glimpse of his personality, but it also highlighted his ongoing commitment to connecting with the public in a way that feels genuine and personal. The tourists were clearly touched by the king's warmth, and it left a lasting impression on them. While King Charles was charming London tourists, his son Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle were making headlines in the United States with their own public engagements. Prince Harry, in particular, made waves with a candid interview where he addressed the ongoing divorce speculation surrounding him and Meghan. It's interesting to compare these two different approaches to public life. While King Charles embraces the opportunity to interact with the public and keep a close connection with his people, Prince Harry and Meghan continue to navigate their own royal path in the U.S. Harry's recent statements regarding his feelings about the divorce rumors only serve to remind us that despite their separation from the UK royal duties, the couple is still very much in the public eye. This dynamic between King Charles's more traditional royal engagements and Harry and Meghan's path in the U.S. continues to capture the public's imagination. But it's clear that King Charles, even at 76, is still very much in touch with the people, embracing his role as a monarch in a way that feels fresh and accessible. As the meeting concluded, King Charles shared a final parting message with the tourists, wishing them a happy Christmas. This simple gesture was a reminder of the king's ever-present charm and his genuine care for those around him. It's moments like these that help solidify his image as a monarch who values human connection, even in the most unexpected of situations. For the tourists, it was undoubtedly an experience they would never forget. As they reflected on the encounter, they couldn't help but feel lucky to have had such an intimate interaction with a royal figure. It's not every day you get to meet a monarch, let alone one as warm and personable as King Charles III. So, what do you think about King Charles III's surprise walkabout in London? Does this interaction show us a different side of the king, one that's more relatable and approachable than we might have thought? And how does this compare to the recent royal engagements of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think King Charles's connection with the public is an example for the royal family to follow? Or do you think Prince Harry and Meghan's approach in the US is more fitting for modern-day royals? If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more royal insights, surprises, and updates. You definitely won't want to miss what we have planned next. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.